So I finally decided to watch Metalwater. Even though I say finally, no one's really been commenting about it. I just one of those videos I just happened to find on YouTube while I was searching around. And I'm surprised I haven't found it before. It's actually really good. It's basically a small itty bitty review of it. I'm more mad I never found it to begin with. There will be spoilers in this video. I'm not going to spoil the entire title plot, but I'm going to spoil the beginning parts. I don't want to spoil everything or there's no point watching it, but I will let you guys and girls know if you decide to watch it, or if you just want to see my personal opinion on it, then I will tell you my personal opinion on it. And I will show some small clips and such in between of other parts, but it's not going to show everything, and the context of these parts won't make too much sense unless you watch stuff that happens before. So maybe that gets you guys and girls intrigued to see more of this series that I already love, and it's only one season of it so far. So basically, the whole start of this is you start with the main protagonist, the main character, Tari, wakes up in this lab of some sort, has no recollection, no memory of how she got to who she is or anything. Which, in all honesty, that part's kind of cliche. Amnesia, been done before, very cliche, but it's still intriguing if it's done right, and I do think they did this pretty right. I was intrigued right off the bat, especially since later on they do explain more of what she is and what happened to her. So it's not one of those things where like episodes and episodes and episodes go by without you knowing. You don't know everything yet, but you do know a gist of everything. You basically know as much as the other characters do. So to get back on topic, practically the main character, Tari, which I'm gonna sorry if I mispronounce it a little bit. It's not really mispronounced, I know how to say it, but it sounds weird. I have trouble with my R's, so forgive me if I mess up the name the whole entire time. It's a weird name, even though it's simple, it's still a weird name. But basically, like I said, to get back on topic, Tari has amnesia. She's in a lab and everything like that, doesn't know anything going on. She leaves the lab, there's nobody in the lab whatsoever. And she sees this bustling city with technology like crazy and all that. Very anime inspired. That's one more thing that caught my attention on this, was the fact that SMG4 and slash Glitch Productions, which you should subscribe to them, awesome people, do Mario stuff practically. SMG4 practically this is Mario stuff, and seeing them do something completely different, especially anime related, caught my attention. That's what originally intrigued me about this. But once Tari gets out of this lab, since no one's there to stop her, she sees this bustling city, and she goes, looks around, is intrigued about all this stuff, and apparently in this world of this town, which I don't know the name of, I'm pretty sure they've said it a couple times, I think they did, but I don't know. I actually tried looking it up to figure out what they said, but I don't remember and can't find it. I would have to search through a few episodes to try to find it, if it's there at all. But practically this town is run by, not really one, but it's run by game corporations. Games are the mainstay of it. Metarunners are the top of the line people. Practically it's speedrunners, but where speedrunners do, I guess, get money, and if they find exploits, they do get stuff, and they do big breakthroughs in gaming. They're never truly that big. They're probably big in the gaming community, but they are not big regarding a whole world or a whole city or anything like that. So Tari's intrigued. Obviously she doesn't know where to go, and these people kind of confront her, a good group. It's because she has this thing, a robot arm, which you've seen from the clips I've shown you. Basically, if you have this robotic looking arm, it signifies that you're a Metalwater. But the thing is, she doesn't remember this. She's not a Metalwater technically. She doesn't have any recollection of any of this. So in a desperate plea to try to get rid of these people, because they've never seen a Metal Runner before. They always see him on television broadcast, but they never physically have seen a Metal Runner. They start asking her what company she's part of, and she's not part of a company. She looks desperately around to try to find someone.
Hey, can I have your autograph?
Oh!
I can't believe I'm meeting a real-life Metal Runner!
What? Oh, no, I'm not.
Which gaming company are you with? COG? Cloud 7? Alpha Max? Yes! What? You believe this?
I'm with Tazcorp? That's right, and, speaking of which, I think they're calling me there now, so gotta go, you know.
Something, I should say, a company to go to for interest, even. And that's where I will stop the story progression, if you want to call it that, because what I've just told you right now is the first 5 minutes. Practically, the time you've watched this is practically the time it would took you to get that far. So to go on the same topic, I'm gonna do things different than my other reviews. I'm gonna go to some different categories and give more of a explanation of it. Now the story part, I've already explained a simple story. I'm not gonna try to explain any more, so this part's gonna be much shorter. Practically, I do like the storyline. It tells more about where is Tari, who she is as a person. Even goes more into the lore of the world we're in, even though I practically summed it down. Basically, gaming is everything.
I find that really hard to believe.
What else are you gonna do, babe? In this society, video games are all that matter. And if you don't win, you don't matter. Yo, Frank! I fell off my motorbike yesterday. Almost broke 3 bones. I got a personal best of 33.18 at Dragon Card just this morning. You see? So just sit back and enjoy the ride. Lux is gonna do his thing, you'll get a fat stack of Tazcoin, and you'll be free to go.
Anything else, anything fantastic happening, you know, with anything else in your life, if it's not gaming, it doesn't matter. You meet, Tari meets some new friends along the way. I know I said you, but my bad, I meant to say Tari meets some new friends along the way. There's even a big bad guy that you have to take down. I will put some similarities a little bit to Ruby. Ruby, completely different series, completely different. Obviously, you know, there might be like a gaming thing going on. You know, I see the Ruby characters play games and such, and it's got like 7 seasons on this build, probably going on 8 before too long. But the thing is, this is really the only series I've watched that has captured something similar to Ruby. There's probably a lot out there, yes. I mean, you got like Red vs. Blue, but even Red vs. Blue, you know, made by the same people who developed Ruby, usually doesn't use it all animation. Some of it is animation, probably over half of it is animation, but a lot of it is practically just the game itself playing. Whereas Ruby and Metal Runner are completely animated from the ground up. So I'm not gonna really do this comparison between the two. I might do it eventually because a lot of stuff I do know is somewhat the same besides the overarching story. But besides that, I'm not gonna really mention anything Ruby related. I might make a video comparing the two. It depends if I can find more pros and cons. I will actually have to do more research on that to figure out the pros and cons and if I really want to do it or not. Kind of depends. But I love both the series, so I'm not gonna go dog the one or the other out. At least not much. So now we're gonna go to the animation stuff to it. Now this is where I'm going to kind of mention Ruby because it's really the only thing I can really think of going back to Ruby, even though it's kind of hard to explain. Ruby's really the only other thing I can really think of that has animation, kind of like this, it has an episode by episode format. But I'm not going to dog Ruby for it. It also did come out in like 2013, or this is 2020, so 7 years apart. But the animation compared to Ruby is a lot better. Ruby's animation I do like a lot, and they did change it. And then in Volume 7, I'm pretty sure they changed it to make it even better. So they have done some changes. And if Medawana has multiple seasons, which I pretty sure always is going to have multiple seasons, it might follow the same suit. Well, 3 seasons later, if it goes for 3 seasons, it might just suddenly get a bump in quality. Who knows? But what you guys can see from the footage is you can easily see how good it looks, and the animation is actually really good, which is funny because I was watching some more stuff about this, and like a year ago, Glitch Productions showed some footage before it even came out. Just basically the making of Atari, making of stuff, to explain the process. And a lot of the episodes that they showed obviously weren't released yet when they were making that video, but a lot of the episodes they showed were episodes kind of late, about anywhere from 4 to 6, even some in episode 10 that have a completely drastic different animation style. I mean, the animation style is still the same, but it's more rough around the edges. Think of Ruby Volume 1 and Ruby Volume 4, completely different looks. That's what it looked like. Obviously, we didn't get the original animation style, the ones that they practically had done, Glitch Productions. We got the more refined animation style, which I don't know much about animating, but I'm assuming getting the graphics together and all that would take a minute. So I'm very impressed on how they managed to do that and get it completely, practically redoing every episode, it feels like, for the new animation style. I don't know how much episodes they work on. I don't know if the next episode they did everything simultaneously. I know people on Rooster Teeth sometimes do that, so I don't know how that works. I'm not a programmer or coding or animations designer or whatever. I'm just a fellow YouTuber. So next would be the music. I really like the music. The music has an emotional feeling to it. Not always meaning sadness. It's in the right place. It always ends on the right cue. It just feels natural. It's really good on how the music is represented in this. It feels right. It fits perfectly. I like practically every soundtrack in this. I don't know if you want to call it anime, but animation series. Some I don't care for a whole lot, but that's personal taste. Usually where it starts, where the soundtrack is, it's fine. No, where they play it is fine. But me personally liking it, some I don't, but that's personal taste. Someone else might like it, someone else might not like it.
Screwed up big time.
Hey, what are you doing? What the hell?
Theo, throw that lid at that billboard up there.
Throwing? Oh, I'm good at that.
What? Tari!
What the
Belle, look out!
There's not really much more to say about music. I just say that the music is really good. Now, this ain't really too much of a category, but we're gonna go for battle scenes because there's a good bit of battle scenes here, not a whole lot. Mind you, the series is only 10 episodes. Well, I guess that's not too much different than like movies. I mean, they do have longer episodes, but it's not really much different. I mean, I guess this is not a lot of battle scenes. But the battle scenes are very good. They're very flashy. The good music in the background, great animation, great all rounds.
just did.
There's not too much I can't really explain, so this part's probably going to be not very long, a few seconds, but I can tell you that this whole section, the whole battle scenes, followed by the music and animation, and the voice acting, which will be the next section, is phenomenal in every way. And I sometimes will go, when I'm on YouTube, which I just finished it yesterday at the time of me doing this, I rewatched a couple of scenes because it was such a good scene to watch. Now the voice acting. Now I don't know the whole cast or anything like that, but I can say that for a Winning animation series, which I didn't know nothing about later until like 2 days ago, the voice acting was actually really good and they were portrayed very well. I can feel the emotions in some.
Here is my counteroffer, Tari. Their freedom in exchange for your undivided loyalty to Tazcore.
The audio mixing they would do sometimes to convey certain things, or add a layer of reverb to the voice, if you want to call it that, was really good. It was really nice, I guess I could say. It's hard to find the words, even when I'm doing this, because I don't use a script for this, because scripts make me sound too robotic. I don't want to sound robotic to you guys. Now I could probably get in front of a camera and do it, but I don't really have that setup, so I'm not gonna do that. But I do overly like the voice acting. I do hope it gets better throughout time. Now I'm not saying it's bad by any means. It's very good. I'm very good. But there's not really much to go on to where they say that's like extremely good voice acting, because it's only one season, so I have to relay it as like one season practically. So when you watch something like Red vs. Blue or Ruby that has numerous seasons behind this build, obviously the voice actors have been doing it for years, whereas people who watch Medarunner have done it for they've done it, I think, for like a year and a half, something like that. This whole Medarunner thing has been going on for a while now. Now at the time of this, because I looked at it, they are making a season 2. Glitch Productions said that season 2 was in production at the end of episode 10, which was about 9 months ago. Now with this whole pandemic going on, I don't know how they're going to do it too much, because I keep hearing that they're more of a home company, a stay-at-home company almost practically, so they could probably work around it. I don't know if they're a full-fledged thing where they go in and everything like that. So it's kind of, I don't know when. I think I heard it being pushed back to the end of this year. I don't know what day, so if you guys should look for it, I don't know. I just know it's the end of this year. I might assume it might be October or something, because when I think late 2020, I think about October and above normally. Maybe September, maybe, but normally October and above. I just really hope season 2 keeps the same consistency, the same quality, the same awesomeness, you want to call it that, the same good stuff about it in this season 1, and they keep it in season 2. Because I'm like Ruby, I love the first 3 volumes, I think they're great. I still like the rest. I love volume 7, but 4, 5, and 6, even though they're really good, I don't like them in some ways. So, because they kind of lose the overarching, not really plot, but they just kind of, it's really hard to explain, but they don't do, they do a good job at those parts. Animation much better, voice acting much better, but they lose the image of what the show was meant to be after season 3. Practically what I mean is the way it looks from season 1 to 3, and the way it felt with some comedy, spookiness, some action, and all that. They lose that in season 4, 5, and 6. 6 kind of has it, and 7 goes back to it. So I did like 7 a lot. It's probably one of my favorite out of those 4, it does a lot of things right. But overall, it's, you know, kind of losing its touch, which I think Ruby is eventually going to end one day. I honestly think if at the most it may go to 10 volumes, but eventually I think it would end. Now I could say like Red vs. Blue going to end, but it's got like 17 seasons. So, but I don't think they would do that with Ruby. I just feel like it would drag on. Red vs. Blue is always dragged on. A lot of people like it, but a lot of people also will agree that it's lived this thing. It's been going on practically since the start of YouTube. Literally practically since the start of YouTube. So I think now I would love for Medawana to go on for a few seasons, but it will end eventually. But when Ruby ends, I know I would have Medawana as a thing to watch. So I'd be excited for that. I'd be my replacement to Ruby. So with all that being said, now can I recommend this for you guys? Yes, I can completely recommend this. I think you have a fabulous time watching this whole thing. It's a great experience all around. And plus, you know, unlike the Ruby, like the first seasons, all the episodes were sporadic. Heck, the second episode was less than 5 minutes. This is more consistent. They're typically above 10 minutes. They keep a good consistency. A lot happens. They don't try to end on any random cliffhangers. Obviously, you know, every episode, even the anime, will end on some kind of cliffhanger. Kind of insinuating, you know, like the next episode. But this one doesn't do it well. It's in the middle of a fight or something, you know. They're fighting, and it's just kind of like, hey, you know, it's on an episode. We're doing the fight. No. They don't get to do anything like that, really. I watched this at the end of the season already ended, so I can't really explain how people feel if it was done week by week, which I will probably wait when season 2 hits to wait for it to end and then watch it. Especially since it's much shorter videos, I can do that and then make another video on it. But I can say it's a recommended watch. I would watch it. I wouldn't skip out on it. And then when season 2 comes, I would watch that too. I just want to bring this out to people. It's got a lot of views over. It's already got like over 1 million views, so a lot of people have watched it. But I want to see more people watch it. I really think it deserves that much praise for what it's accomplished. So, with all that being said, guys and girls, I really recommend you guys watching it. I really think you will like it. If you like my content and what I like, you know, with animes I've mentioned, or games I've played, or even maybe some games I've played that are from anime, then I think you will like Medawana a lot. It really intrigued me in the first episode. Most animes I do watch, I do like Tokyo Ghoul, that intrigued me in the first episode, but this one captivated me. It drew me in. I didn't want to stop. But at the time I watched it was like 6 o'clock, so I kind of had to stop. But I really enjoyed every bit of it, and the first episode was just a nail in the coffin almost. It was the step episode. This great start to any show, just giving you like a right into it, like what's happening, what's gonna happen next, you know, who is this girl, who is these guys, who's the bad guy, all that. They give great story, great character development, everything to make you feel more sympathy for these guys, and, or you know, make you want more. So anyway, that'll be all, guys and girls. I really recommend watching Medawana. And if you guys are going to do this, let me know how you like it. Maybe you guys won't like it. Maybe it's not your thing. But I would like to know what you guys think of it. And maybe even tell me some bad things about it, maybe. I didn't really see no bad things, but I liked it so much, maybe I just didn't look hard enough. And I'm really like to try anime when it comes to videos. So if you guys see, if I get a list of like bad things, and I look at them, I was like, oh, that's pretty bad. I can't believe I didn't see that. I might make a video on the bad things about Medawana. I don't want to make it. I like to look at the bad things, the negatives too. of shows I might like. Shows that I might like a lot, I might like to see the negatives about it instead of giving it just positive. Because every show, no matter how good, has negatives. Just like any negative show, no matter how bad, has positives. There might not be many positives and negatives, but they're all positive and negatives regardless. In video games, anime, shows, movies, there's always positive and negatives, no matter how little or how big. So just, you guys can go to let me know if you see anything, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do no thing regarding positives really. I might do a negative and positive video, or I might just do a negative video if I get more people to tune me. But I'm not gonna do straight positive video because this is practically the positive video. I've kind of praised it down already. I don't want to rehash what I just said. But enough rambling on, because that was probably kind of rambling. But I will talk to you guys, of course, in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the show, the video I've shown you, all different clips, and the music in the background. And you guys and girls have a nice day, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.